When you go into a supermarket, there are two types of products that they sell. There are high volume products and there are low volume products. High volume are things that people use every day: bread, toothpaste, biscuits,
water,
fizzy drinks. Those ones people buy them every day, but they are low margin. Where many of them make their money from are from the low margin, low volume items like gift items, wines and spirits, toys, things that you may not buy all the time, but when you walk in there, you see this new air freshener or this new perfume, that kind of thing. The interesting thing is that that's where they make a lot of their money from. They make their high margins from those products. Because when you come in there, you see a piece of perfume that you've not seen in a long time, and they tell you it's 25,000. What do you compare against? Where do you go to check whether this price is okay? So most times you buy it. If you need to, somebody is having a birthday, and you need to quickly get them a gift or something. Maybe it's a child. You walk in there and you see this toy car, and they tell you the toy car is 15,000. What do you compare it against? Is there a toy shop that you know? It's not as if you go to a toy shop all the time. So it's from all these low volume items that supermarkets make their high profit from. So if you look at a well-run supermarket, they have a combination of fast-moving consumer goods that people buy on a frequent and daily basis, and they have other items that are not that may be frequent, but you cannot really benchmark. Some of them, for example, sell food, or maybe you might go there and see small chops or something like that. It's an unconventional item in the supermarket, and then it puts them in a position to make a higher margin.
Yeah. Now let's go back to how you broke it down so that we know where to focus on. If you are in a graveyard business, that is a graveyard, you defined it as you have low margin and low volume. That's where you are. It usually happens at the beginning of businesses that usually have low margin.
They usually have low volume. Most low margin businesses are there by design. By industry. Airlines by design are low margin. Fast-moving consumer goods, bread and all, are low margin by design. Except you are baking a different kind of bread, like a specialty bread or exotic. But if you are baking normal bread that people eat, that one is low margin by design because the competition defines the price. And that puts a ceiling on what you can charge. And that's where the low margin problem starts from.
Okay, so when you are there in that graveyard business, so how do you get out of it? What do you focus on?
Yes. So one option is to cut your losses and leave. Now that you know why you are suffering, now that you know why things are the way they are.
Give up.
Not give up. Pivot. That's a better language to put, which is that pivot. You move away from that business to something better. That's one option. Pivot. The second option is to upgrade, which is that your product right now is low margin. But are there things that you can sell that are high margin but low volume? If I use the airline industry, if you want to go to Abuja, for example, you want to enter economy, that one is typically low margin. What the airlines do is they sell business class and first class. That's where they make their money from. Those seats are high margin. They cost like 2-3 times economy. They have a bigger seat, but all of us will get to Abuja at the same time. The only difference is that people will come down, then we'll just be right behind you. The difference is not much, but they just make that is checking in time. First class customers come, they give you that they create a mountain out of a molehill. Or even all of us are going to the same destination. We'll reach London the same time. We'll reach Abuja. But they just say some people are first class, other people are economy. It's because their high margin is from business class, is from first class. That's one way to put it, in the same plane. Another way the airline industry does is that they rent private jets. You can go to Abuja and pay 60,000 naira for a seat, or you can hire a private jet and pay 20 times that amount, or even 100 times. Even more. So, but the difference is that it's still the same aircraft, but what you get is different. So that's one way of upgrading. You can create different tiers and say, if you want the standard version, which is our low margin version, this is what you pay. But if you want more exclusivity, if you want more attention, if you want more privacy, if you want more convenience, you want more class, we have a higher level. So one way of creating more profits is to create a higher level for people that want to pay more for higher value. Yeah. And then the third option is to see how you can grow your volume. Because the only way to survive on low margin is to grow volume, expand the volume so that you can come out of graveyard and enter mass market. So these are the three options you have. You can pivot, leave that business and try another business that is preferably higher margin. You can upgrade. You can create options where people that are willing to pay more can pay you more for higher margin items, or you can increase your volume and move into mass market.